Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm talking about Batman Catwoman by Tom King. Maybe see a bit of a better look at that. So this is first issue of a 12 issues of Maxi series. This kind of wasn't meant to happen. I don't know if anyone's aware. So Tom King was writing Batman. I can't remember the number that he dropped off at, but the sales started dipping, so DC just kind of swapped him out for, I think it was James Tynion the Fourth, I think it is. And they, as part of this kind of settlement, they said, okay, you can close out your Batman arc with a 12-issue maxi series in the Black Label run. So, first of all, Clayman, who does he did the cover and the interiors, looks fantastic. This is a beautiful book, without a doubt, and I love the fact that you have Black Label books that are a slightly more sort of like harder cover, and it's what I talk about. Like, I'm willing to pay the extra sort of price, and I'm happy for a premium price tag or a premium product. In regards to the art, this is a premium product. In regards to the writing, yeah, it can go either way, to be honest. I read it. I've only read it once so far. I think I might have to go back and reread it, to be honest. It was okay. There's some things to it that I think are a little bit confusing. We do actually have, I believe, 3 timelines going on at the moment. You have the future, which is Selena as an older woman, going to a retirement home, which looks like sort of in Florida, to meet someone. No spoilers for who she goes to meet. Then you have the Bruce Wayne, Selena Kyle moments together in the past. And then you have, previous to that, you have Selena's relationship with the Joker, it seems. So there is a massive difference between the old age Selena and the other two, and it's the other two that can get a little bit sort of confusing at times. Obviously, this is 1 issue in, and we are bouncing around between 3 timelines, so it can get a bit much. Other than that, the writing is pretty standard Tom King. It's nothing extravagant, nothing over the top. The action, there's not much to it at the moment. It's more thought-provoking, which is exactly what you'd expect from a Tom King book. The very, very, very big thing to come out of this is Andrea Beaumont, who was, as far as I remember, the character in Mask of the Phantasm. So if this Batman Catwoman does take place in sort of the mainline canon, that therefore means Mask of the Phantasm, at least, if not the entirety of the Batman 90s animated series, would be classed as canon. That I would find very interesting. I grew up with the 90s TV series of Batman, absolutely loved it. So I'm now curious to see where they go with that over this sort of maxi series. Obviously, Tom King is still writing Rorschach, that I'm aware of. I don't know if he's completed it. I don't know if he's doing a couple issues at a time. So I am dubious as to whether he can focus on both sort of maxi series at once, or if he's stretching himself out a little bit thin. Which is where my issues would come in with the writing. Some of it can be a bit ham-fisted, over the top, and a little bit kind of lazy, but I'm obviously willing to give it the go. This is a Black Label book, so it's something that I would expect to get more thought-provoking than your standard DC Batman book, and it's something I'd expect from Tom King anyway. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he does with the characters, how he ends his Batman arc, as it were, and seeing what he does with that. In terms of what's happening, a sort of a quick overview of the plot. Andrea Beaumont comes to Batman saying that her son has gone missing, so it seems like Batman and Catwoman are off looking for her son. I don't know how that's going to tie into old age Selena Kyle, whether Bruce is still around then. I don't know. Don't know how it ties into her relationship with the Joker. Well, I'm assuming it's pre-Batman, or at least pre-relationship with Batman. So this is where I'm thinking there's a lot of balls being juggled, a lot of balls in the air that you can't really sort of see where it's going. There's not much to focus on from one issue. So I'm hoping it narrows itself a little bit over the course of the next sort of 1, 2, 3, to get a little bit more focus. And I'm hoping for something good. This is obviously going to be his, as far as I'm aware, sort of final hurrah of Batman. This is how he's going to close off his chapter. I'm hoping he can sort of do it justice. We had, was it The Last Night on Earth, which was Scott Snyder's sort of closing of the Batman arc, and I thought that was fantastic. I can only hope that Tom King will do something similar, have that kind of a fantastic way of closing his arc, his chapter. We'll wait and see. Guys, as always, if you have read Batman Catwoman, please let me know what you think about it down in the comments. If you're interested in reading it again, let me know what you think. Whether you're dubious, whether you want to read it, whether you don't really read it, or whether you just kind of dropped off on the Tom King rung and just didn't really want to pick it back up again. And I can completely understand that, to be honest. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.